Hello student, today we will start with the new topic, that is human relation. So human relation means in aspect of hospital or job oriented skill, we have to maintain the interpersonal relationship with any other areas. Means when in hospital we are dealing with any other professional members like doctors or any health team members, technician, paramedics. This comes under to maintaining the human relationship. So in hospital, it is a part of social system. Means it act as a social system, or it is a part of social system. So in dealing with professionals, means when we will in hospital we will do dealing with professionals, means we are nurses, so we have to maintaining the human relationship with the doctors, with the technicians, paramedicals, housekeeping department, dietary, laundry, supplies, accounts, clients, relative, friends, visitors, or other customers. All lead to public relations or human relation within the hospital. So these all are about the human relation. Means basically human relation means we have to maintaining the relationship with other persons as aspect of any professional aspect, that is called as human relationship. Then public relations spring from human relation, means we have to maintain the relationship with the client. So a bundle of expectations, anxieties, hopes, and fears, means the client or the patient is having the having bundle of expectations from nurses. They are having bundle of expectation. Then they are having the anxieties because of their disease, because of laboratory investigations, because of any other aspect. So in this condition, we have to maintain the uh, proper relationship with the patient. Then hopes and fear. Patient is having fear. Then wants effective and satisfactory service. Means whenever the patient which will be went to any hospital, in that time they thought that they will getting the effective or satisfactory service. Means not only the patient, if we will also go in any hospital, in that time also we will think that we have to get effective or satisfactory services from that particular hospital, because we are paying for because we are paying money for that care or that treatment. Then forms the impressions of the hospital setup, and the client which will be also impressed to see the hospital setup. Then next is the health workers have personal and professional, means health workers, they have to also personal and they have to also perform in the professional aspect. Then want job satisfaction and recognition of their efforts. Then next is the hospital administration. So in hospital administration wants efficiency and maximum satisfaction of staff and patient. Means the hospital administration or the administrative staffs which will be wants efficiency. They wants the efficiency from their staffs and patients, and maximum satisfaction with their staff as well as the patient. So ultimate outcome depends on human relation. It will be depend upon the human relation. How it will be depend upon the human relation? For example, if the patient is in any ward, and if the doctor or the nurses which will be not maintaining the proper relationship, or if they are not giving the proper instruction, or if they are not explaining about their disease, they are not maintaining the proper behavior with the patient, and that time patient in that particular hospital or ward, the patient is not satisfied. So we have to always maintain the human relationship. So the ultimate outcome, it will be depend upon the human relation. We have to always maintain the relationship with the client, with the health team member, with the doctors, so that only we have to perform our work in a professional way effectively. Then what are the stages of human relation management? So first is the job analysis. So first we have to analyze about the job. Then human resources planning means what are the means how much resources, so human resources planning. Then recruitment means how much we have to recruit for that particular hospital. For example, after fourth year, you will be doing the internship. So in that particular hospital, they will think that how much requirement which will be having in that particular hospital, and according to the requirement only they will recruit the nurses. Then after that selection, then they will select the nurses as per their merit list basis. And in our hospital, in this sector 9 hospital, we will see that the selection basis, it will be depend upon the merit listed. Then after that, after selection, the placement means where we have to place the nurses, means in internship students, where in which ward we have to place, in which ward the requirement is high. So the HRM department, they will see these all things. Then after that means all these things which will be happen, then after that they have to do the induction class. In induction class, they will means they will give the information about the hospital, the policies of hospital. So these are the stages of HRM. Then next is professionals in health team. So in professional in health team, we will you also know about what all members which will be comes under in this health team, because you are in fourth year. So nursing team, then nutritionalist, then occupational therapist, then dietitian, radiologist, lab technician, spiritual advisors, then social workers, pharmacist, respiratory therapists, and immunologist, physical therapist, or physician. So these are the professional health team members, and they will work together. The nurse in the health team. So health team, a group of people who coordinate their particular skill in order to assist a client or his family to achieve optimum health. Means health team means it is group of people, means it is this health team. In health team, there will be group of people who coordinate their particular skills, means they will coordinate each other, means physician, then nurses, or laboratory investigations. So these all things, they can make teams, and according to their particular skills, they will perform their work, and they will assist a client or his family to achieve optimum health of that particular patient. The quality and quantity of personnel in the health team will depend upon the needs of the client. Means if the individual who are critically ill, in that time the quality and quantity, it will be increased. Means we have to provide the basic care for the patient, we have to maintaining the hygiene, we have to providing the proper nutrition, nutritious diet, means we have to provide rice to feeding. So in that time we have to improve our, we have to maintaining the proper hygiene, we have to give the back care to the patient. Means all things we have to maintain or provide to the patient. So in that time, the quality and quantity of personnel in the health team will depend upon the need of the client. Means how much need which will be present in the client. If the client who are not critically ill, or if the client is having only fever, in that time the quantity which will be decreases, we will not need many people. So in that time we will manage in small group of health team members. So the nurse is an important member of health team. We all know about a nurse. So a nurse, she is an important member of the health team. Why she is an important member? Because all the time the nurses which will be present in the wards, and the physician which will be come for 2 hour 3 hour, then the laboratory investigator, they will be also came for for specific hours. So but the nurses which will be always present for providing the care. So in the health team member, the nurses which will be a important member. Then relationship of nurse with the members of health team. So nurse and physician have team spirit, means they have to maintain a co-worker relationship, and the nurse and the physician which will be always loyal, honest and dependable, means nurse and the physician both which will be depend to each other. How it will be depend to each other, means whenever instruction which will be given to for the patient, in that time the nurse which will be follow. So if the nurse which will be not follow their instruction, in that time the physician which will be written any instruction, it will be not useful, means the both which will be maintaining, or the both which will be depend upon each other. Then carry out instructions intelligently, means what all instructions which will be written by the doctor, it will be follow intelligently. Do not take verbal orders, never ever take verbal orders of any physician. In nursing profession we have to always careful about this. We will not take any verbal orders, because sometime if the doctor told to a nurse to take any this injection, and if it will be not in a written form, so if the patient gets any allergic reaction or any other side effects, so in that time the nurses which will be responsible for that harm. So always we have to maintain a habit to do not take any verbal orders. Then nurse and nursing superintendent. So the nursing superintendent, that will be a superior post. So in that time we have to respect and coordinate with the nursing superintendent. Then reporting punctually, we have to always reporting punctually about our ward, about our patient, about the cleanliness of the particular ward. Then maintain courtesy when taking ward rounds. We have to maintain the courtesy, means whenever we will taking the ward rounds, we have to maintain the courtesy. Then take assistance for problem solving. We have to also take assistance for problem solving with the nursing superintendent. Then nurse and the head nurse. Then the head nurse, it is a team leader which will be present in that particular ward. So we have to respect and support her. Whenever instruction given by that head nurse or the leader, we have to respect and we have to always support her. And we have to cooperate intelligently whenever they will give any instruction or any work. In that time we have to cooperate intelligently. Then reporting on duty and leaving off duty. Whenever come for duty, we have to report, and whenever our duty which will be off, in that time we have to also reporting to the head nurse. Then handover and take over important issues, means any important issues which will be they are in that particular ward, so we have to hand over or we have to take over the important issues. Then nurse and fellow nurses. So the team treats seniors with respect, means when after fourth year when you will go for internship, so if as a intern you are having many staff nurses in the ward, so in that time you have to treat seniors with respect. Then maintain good teamwork and spirits. You have to always maintaining the good teamwork. You will be not able to do any work individually, so you have to always maintaining the good teamwork. Then share information to achieve best care of the sick. If you know about any particular care for that particular patient, so in that time you have to always share the things to their fellow nurses, so that you will be providing the best care of the sick. Then correctly hand over and take over patient concerning information related to patient concerning information, like tomorrow is any surgery which will be performed by the surgeon, or any specific information which will be given to the next shift nurses. So you have to always give correct handover and take over patient concerning information. Otherwise it will be also sorry, otherwise it will be harmful for the patient. Then nurse and other hospital personnel. So in that time means we have to not maintaining our relationship with only physician or nursing superintendent or head nurse or fellow nurses, but we have to also maintaining the um, relationship between the hospital personnel, like laboratory investigation investigators or housekeeping department or any other departments, then personal departments. So in that time we have to maintain good relationship, all a good relationship with all departments, means we have to always maintaining the good relationship with the all departments. Then maintain smooth coordination between patient unit and the department. We have to maintain a smooth coordination whenever we will doing any work. In that time we have to maintaining the smooth coordination between patient unit and the department. Whatever department which will be present in that particular ward, we have to maintaining the proper coordination. Then nurse and the non-professional worker. So with non-professional worker, be decent and considerate, means we have to always decent or considerate, maintain good relationship with the non-professional workers, provide guidance and teaching. We have, if that non-professional worker are not knowing about anything, so in that time we have to providing the proper guidance and teaching. Then nurse and the client, this is the very important thing, how we have to maintain the individual or a patient. So treat as an individual, we have to treat as an individual, understand and help. Always we have to understand the patient's problem, and according to the patient problem we have to providing the proper help for the patient. No discrimination between the two individual patients, means we have to always providing the proper or same care for the patient which will be present in the ward. Do not accept any gifts or any favor by the patient. We will not get any or not expect accept any gift or any favors when sometime if we are providing proper care or we will maintaining the proper relationship with the patient, in that time patient is very happy, and because of this they will providing some gift or they will doing any favor. So as a nurse we will not accept any gift or any favor. Help to adjust, cooperate and accept treatment. We have to help the patient to adjust in the environment, means in hospital environment and they have to cooperate, and what all treatment which will be given to the patient they have to accept. Then create confidence, we have to create the confidence, we have to establish good nurse patient relationship, means always we have to gain the confidence of the patient, so that only the patient which will be given the proper information about their health, about their family, and we have to always call the patient by name, be pleasant, cheerful and courteous. So in that time when you are showing the cheerfulness, in that time the patient which will be also cheer. Then do not get too familiar, but always remember that do not get too familiar. Do not discuss any personal affair of the patient, um, means extra personal affair we have to not discuss with the patient, means we have to only discuss, means what all things which will be required, only we have to discuss these all things. We have to not discuss any personal affair of the patient, and do not get too familiar with the patient or the patient's relative. Then what are the types of relationship? So there will be three types of relationship. First is the social, second is the intimate, and third is the therapeutic. So in social the friendship or companion, use small talk or superficial. Then in intimate, emotional commitments, maybe sexual or emotional intimacy, so it will be comes under the intimate. Then therapeutic, it will be focus on client need. We have to always focus on the client need. If the patient is critically ill or any progressive disorder or any any injury, so the patient is not performing or not maintaining their hygiene, so in that time we have to providing the proper hygiene for the patient. We have, if the patient is very depressed, in that time we have to given the instruction, or we have to reduce the anxiety, or we have to reduce the depression of the patient. And it is feelings, ideas, or goal oriented. Then what are the indicators of therapeutic communication? So first is the introduce self to client, means in this human relationship, or as the aspect of patient or patient or nurse relationship. So in that time this therapeutic communication which will be effective. So in that time what are the indicators? So first is the introduce self to client, means we have to uh, introduce the client by name and category. Then provide, what we have to provide? For expression of feelings by the client, means what all expressions of feeling by the client we have to provide. Then ensure privacy of information, means what all information which will be given by the patient, it will be maintain privacy by us, means we will not discuss that information to any other staff member or any other department, or in our family member. Then be aware of verbal and non-verbal communication, always we have to aware with verbal or non-verbal communication. Then modify communication style, if the patient is not able to maintaining the proper communication, in that time we have to modify. It will be mainly occur in the patient who are having brain disorder. In that time the coordination or the cognitive functions which will be decreased, so in that time we have to modify the communication style. Then anticipate and provide care, we have to anticipate and we have to provide the proper care for the patient. Then always we have to maintain the boundaries in between the nurse or client. We have to always maintaining the boundaries. We will not share any personal affair, means to the patient or from the patient, means we will not tell about our personal affair to patient, and we will also not discuss the patient's family affair or any personal affair. Then the 12 principles of interpersonal relationship in nursing. So first is the learn everyone's name, we have to always learn the patient's name. Then respect everyone's individuality, means we have to always respect the patient. If the patient is younger or elder, any case we have to respect the everyone's. Then do not impose anything on anybody, we have to not impose anything to on anybody. Then keep emotions under control, always we have to maintaining our emotions under control. Sometime the patient which will be, sometime we will provide we have providing the proper care to the patient, and after that if that patient which will be critically ill, and after few days if the patient if the patient is dead, in that time we are attaching that patient, so we are having some emotions. So we have to always keep emotions under control. Do not fear to admit ignorance. If we are if we are any uh, if we will ignore anything, so in that time we will not fear to admit that particular ignorance. If we have doing any mistake, so in that time we have to admit that mistake. Then do not give and take personal favor, we will not give uh, or take, we will not give or take any personal favor from the patient. Then team leader should be responsible for their ward. So if you are a team leader, so you will be responsible for that particular ward, for caring or for providing the proper care for the patient. You are you will be responsible for that. Then develops the habits of listening, always you have to develop the habit of listening. You have to listen what all patient is having the problem, what patient is having discomfort, means always you have to listen to the patient. Sometimes the patient is complaining same thing repeatedly, but you have to listen that that thing to repeatedly. Means we have to develop the habit of listening. Do not say hurtful things. Sometime if we are means if we are having any tension or any other thing, or if we will irritated by that patient, in that time we will say any hurtful thing to the patient. But as a nurse, we will not tell any hurtful thing to the patient. Be loyal, honest, dependable, and willing. Then maintain a team spirit. You have to always maintain a team spirit, because individually you will be not able to do anything. Have mutual understanding among the members. You have to always maintaining the mutual understanding among the other members. Then what are the phases of nurse client relationship? So first is the pre-oriented phase. In pre-oriented phase, first is the self assessment. So in self assessment, first we have to examine our own feelings. It means when we are going to hospital or any particular ward, in that time what are our own feeling, we have to examine. We are having any fear, we are having any anxieties, so we have to do the self assessment. Then after that, orientation, introductory phase. So in this we have to establish trust, share information with client. We have to share the information with client about the disease, about the ward. Then discreet self disclosure, convey support, then facilitate healing or educate the patient. So these all comes under the introductory or orientation phase. Then next, in working phase. In working phase, problem identification. In problem identification, exploration. Exploration means in third stage or in working stage, the guide client to examine feelings, responses, or develop new coping skills. It means we have to guide the client, and we have to examine the feelings. Means what feeling the patient is having, what response which will be getting by us. Then develop new coping skills. So it will be comes under the working phase. Means in third stage we have to perform the work with the client. Then fourth one is the termination phase. So in termination phase we have to do the examination. Goals are achieved, means we have to do the examination. Means we have to do physical examination or any other examination to identifying the patient's problem. Then explore feelings regarding termination. We have to explore the feeling of patients regarding termination. Then establish plan for continuing assistance. Then after that we have to establishing the plan for continuing assistance. So it comes into the termination phase. So we have to communicate with the client is important. Means in human relationship, the most important thing is we have to maintaining the uh, relationship with the client. As a nurse, we have to always instruct the client. We have to always maintain the relationship with the client. So these all are about the topic of human relationship. So human relationship, it is a relationship which will be maintaining the relation with the hospital. In hospital we have to maintaining the relationship with all team members or all members which will be working in the particular hospital. So these all are about my topic. Thank you.